Hello everybody, I'm going to tell you one amazing secret about every Disneyland land that you don't know. But I'm starting this video in kind of a different way. I'm at the Viv Hotel in Anaheim. And you might be thinking, why are you starting at the Viv? Because right now they have an amazing special going on. Right now till the end of spring, if you book 3 nights, they're going to give you a 4th night free. And this is one of my very favorite hotels. It's got an amazing vibe, it's cool, it's fun, kids will love it. If you want to watch a whole video around it somewhere around here, I'll link a full tour video of the Viv. But literally, right now, one of the best deals ever. Book 3 nights, you get the 4th night free. Click the link down below to do that. All right, let's go to Disneyland and see one amazing fact on each land. Let's do this. All right, here I am at Disneyland, and today I'm gonna do one amazing fact in every land. Let's start right here on Main Street, USA. There goes the omnibus. Yeah, the horses over here. It's kind of a cold day today, guys. It's a little blustery, a little bit cold. But in order to show you this really cool fact you don't know about Main Street, USA, we're gonna come right here at the very beginning. This is like called the town center, town square, sometimes they call it, even though it's a circle. But I want to show you this flagpole right here. That is what we're gonna be talking about. You'll notice how the flagpole is all white and it comes down here and the base of it is this black. Well, that is black like cast iron. That was a lamppost, a base of a lamppost. And it was gonna be put down for scrap metal, and they were gonna smelt it and bring it down. And they salvaged it and brought it down here to Disney and used the base of that lamppost as the base for the flagpole. It was a lamppost in LA. Isn't that sweet? We salvaged the old history of a beautiful lamppost and brought it down here and now made it a flag post holder. All right, let's continue on and walk all the way down. All right, so I'm gonna walk through every land. I'm gonna kind of go the whole path. I'm gonna go down here, turn into Adventureland. From Adventureland, I'll go to New Orleans Square. New Orleans Square, I'll go to Critter Country. Critter Country, I'll go to Batuu. From Batuu, I'll go to Frontierland. From Frontierland, I'll go into Fantasyland. Then from Fantasyland, I'll go into Toontown. And then from Toontown, I'll end in Tomorrowland. That's the route I'm gonna take. And each one of these lands, I'll tell you one little amazing fact. I think these are some deep dives. Maybe you do know them, maybe you don't. Tell me in the comments down below how many of them you know. Now, when you were in like junior high or high school or whatever, even elementary school, there's always like the one kid's like, I knew every single one of them, when they really didn't, because they wanted to act like they knew. That's okay. Just be honest with me and tell me how many you knew or didn't know. I'm not gonna think any more or less of you if you knew all of them or 0 of them. I think you're amazing no matter what. So let's go down and check out all these amazing facts here at Disneyland. When I come to Disneyland, every single time I come, I have a little tiny flutter of emotions. Sometimes they're like excitement. I can't wait to get in. I also sometimes am flooded with a little bit of sadness. And it's because sometimes, you know, there's people who you love so much and they can no longer come down here to Disneyland anymore and you miss them. And there's days that I'm like coming in and I'm like hyper as can be because I'm so excited. Disney elicits all kinds of emotions from me. And that's one of the coolest things about it. I love it. So let's go here. Isn't that castle gorgeous though? Oh, here comes the red car. Nobody's riding it back, so I had to ride it back myself. Oh, wave. You're doing great, Chad. Bye-bye. Bye. I think if I had it, oh my gosh, here comes the yellow car. Nobody was in it because everybody's here. It's early. They all want to go down. Love it. They want to get into the park and not leave the park, so nobody's driving back. Anyways, the castle's absolutely gorgeous. I have my friends who live in Florida. They always kind of make fun of it. Like right now, they're like, you can't see it. It's behind a tree because it's so small. Yeah, I get it, but it is the original. Okay, we're gonna turn right now. We're gonna go into Adventureland. I'm gonna show you one of the very first facts. In fact, the second video I ever did on Provost Park Pass, I revealed this secret. Let's do it. Yeah, I think we have like something like 900 and something videos now on Provost Park Pass. And video number 2 is when I revealed this fact. It's like almost 5.5 years ago, I guess. Right around there. Yeah, it's awesome. But I haven't really talked about it too much since then. So let's get in there and show this fact to you. In order to understand this secret, you have to understand what's called a little golden book. Little golden books are these little books for kids to read, and they're They're called Little Golden Books. That was just the brand of it, I guess. And they had like these funny things. Well, they had the one little golden book called The Man. Hi guys, how are you? They had a little golden book called The Man Who Lived at Disneyland. It's about a little leprechaun who lived in Disneyland. His name was Patrick Bagora, I think. And eventually, the Imagineers really put his house here. So you could see his house. It's located here in Adventureland. There is Indiana Jones right there. And we're gonna see right here, right by the sign. If you ever wanna come here, go right by the sign. Just move right around here. You're gonna see this little sign. It's connected to this tree. Look down the bottom of the tree, and there you go. See the little door? There's a little door there. There's a little window. You've got a little, I guess that's a little chimney coming out from probably a potbelly stove. Little lantern. This is Patrick Bagora's, I don't know his house, how to say his last name, his house. All right, now we're gonna go into New Orleans Square. Beautiful, beautiful land. This is the brand new Adventureland treehouse. It's very good. And now I'm gonna walk right over here, and there's the Mark Twain's going. That ride, some funny history about that ride. In fact, I think I see David from Fresh Bake on it. That's him. I'm running to try to catch up to David. Don't worry, I'll go back. I'm running. I see him. There he is. David! There he goes. Woo! I'm out of breath. I ran up here to head to see David. Where is he? There he is, filming away. I'm out of breath. So, all right, I am now going to back to New Orleans Square. All right, we're headed back now to New Orleans Square. Beautiful, beautiful land. I love everything about it. We're gonna walk right back here. I'll show you some really cool little fact, little secret. It's on a sign that a lot of people don't realize. Let's just walk down here. Okay, we're gonna walk right through here. Love that drink fountain. We've talked about that plate there in other videos, how impressive that is. We're walking along over here. I have to show you two things in order for you to understand one thing. So let me show you this. Right in the back here, you can see this is a perfume company. And it says La Masquerade d'Orleans. You notice a lady there is wearing a bonnet. You see a little bonnet hat there. It's a beautiful bonnet hat. Remember that bonnet hat. And you're right here, and you take a look at that little sign right there, Masquerade. Okay, but look at this light up there. Look what the light is. The light is a bonnet. They've taken the light bulb and made it her face, so it's a bonnet, which is amazing. Yeah, that is for the old poster. They've turned the light into a bonnet. I love it. All right, now we have to go into, oh, hi. How are you? All right, so now we've done Main Street, we've done New Orleans, and now we're gonna go into Critter Country. Let's go down to Critter Country. I'm very curious as to what's going to happen to Critter Country. Disney's been kind of officially mum about it. Is it going to become part of, I think what they might do is just turn it into a critter area and have a theme that'll complement maybe the Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Winnie the Pooh area. I guess, I just don't know. I think that it's a really hard land just to have Winnie the Pooh attraction anchor a whole land. So I think they're gonna change Critter Country, maybe get rid of that land. All right, so what do we have really in Critter Country? We've got the Hungry Bear restaurant, and then we have Winnie the Pooh, and then of course we have Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but everybody's assuming that's gonna be incorporated into New Orleans Square. And that would make complete sense to me because Tiana's Bayou Adventures all takes place in New Orleans, so it makes complete sense that would happen. There's Winnie the Pooh. We're walking toward the end. This is one of those secrets I'm gonna reveal, and everybody's gonna be like, how did I never notice this before? So Okay, let's do it. All right, that is the entrance to the Winnie the Pooh ride. See the Winnie the Pooh ride right there? That is the entrance that you're going in. What do you not see? Well, one thing you don't see is honey. There is no honey as you're entering into the attraction. Like no honey there, see that? No honey. But at the end of the attraction, what do they give Pooh for his birthday? Winnie the Pooh for his birthday? Honey. They're all giving him pots and pots of honey because he loves honey. It's all he wants is honey. So at the end of the attraction, look at the end attraction. There's honey dripping when he comes out. Honey there, honey, 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 honey. To the point where even the little honey on the pole right there, it carries over and then it goes right over here to Pooh Corner. You can see there's like a pot of honey where it's dripping down there. There's all this honey, even coming out of the chimney is honey because they've given him too much honey for his birthday. Did you ever notice that before? All the honey leaking out after his birthday. I love that little dab of honey right up there. And I love how it carries on right in here. I love that. All right, so now for the next amazing fact that you didn't know about a land, we're gonna go into Batuu, Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge. What do you call it? I think almost all my friends call it Star Wars Land, right? Star Wars Land. The diehards, they call it Batuu. And every once in a while I get some people like, oh, Galaxy's Edge, Galaxy's Edge. I think more of the casual fans are just like, oh, let's go to Star Wars Land, which I think is actually such a great land named Star Wars Land. All right, so I'm gonna walk into Batuu, being superficial, fish, and I'm gonna show you something that you can see multiple places throughout. Hi, how are you? All right, here we are. Got a little A-Wing, got the X-Wing. I know it's the new one, it's the blue one. I really wish they would have, for me personally, if they would have had like that orange X-Wing from the original trilogy, I would have been like crazy, but I mean, it's really cool. All right, in order to see this, we have to go into the bazaar. Let's do it. What is a bazaar? A bazaar is like a market shop. So you come, you buy, you can barter, you can, haggle, buy trinkets and things. There's a bunch of stores here, but one of them is a toy store that I want to show you. And this is one of my very favorites. All right, you're gonna look for that little marker there. This is the toy shop. That actually spells toys, T-O-Y-S. So you're gonna walk in this little toy shop, right? You got all these little toys that they're selling and all these little wares, but what you need to do is you need to look up because they retell the original trilogy of Star Wars. Moving right over there, you see the Jawas. There's the Jawas when they're selling R2-D2 and all that right there. That's from Star Wars A New Hope. Then right over here, you've got Jabba's sail barge. That's from Return of the Jedi. There's Jabba's sail barge right there. And then you gotta back up because one of the coolest is right here. If you look, there's the TIE fighters chasing the Millennium Falcon through the asteroid field, and that is from that's from Empire Strikes Back. They also do have some throwbacks and nodbacks to the prequels. Right there's a pod racer right there. And then if you look over here, you can see another pod racer, and then you see the Naboo fighters. But then you turn all the way over here to the corner, guys. You gotta look over here. What do you see? You see marionettes. They're fighting. And who do you see? You see Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting. How cool is that? And then, of course, you see some the AT-ATs and the snow speeders. So, you come to this little area, show your kids the original trilogy and the prequels, and then they're like, what are you talking about, Dad? It's all about Kylo Ren. You're like, no, it's not. It's about Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, and then everyone else is like, no, it's all about Anakin. But you go in that toy store, and you can show all those little remnants of the old. It's like where they kind of show a throwback to all the old Star Wars here, which I love and appreciate. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Frontierland to show you a little Frontierland. And it's starting to rain, just a light, you know, like when it's just before it starts raining, it's like that mist is coming down. So I'm worried that we're gonna get caught in a rainstorm here, which if we do, it's part of the experience. But let's go into Frontierland. Transitions, we're transitioning into Frontierland. Let's do it. All right, so I'm gonna go in, it is starting to rain. Darn. Okay, I am gonna go ahead and, wow, it's really starting to rain. I gotta maybe put a poncho on, hang on. People often ask, they're like, Chris, what do you keep in your backpack? You always have a backpack on. Well, water, I always keep water. Sunscreen, always keep sunscreen. Sweatshirt, and then it's really starting to rain hardcore. Anyways, and then I think I was talking about my backpack. I also always keep like a rain ponchos. You can buy these like really cheap at the stores, like like literally. And I just buy them when I see them cheap. I buy a couple. I shove in my backpack in case it ever rains for like Miles or Amanda or whatever. So all right, wow, it's really starting to come down. Oh my gosh, just look at that. It's like a fresh little haircut. It is raining so hard, hair is plastered down. So I need to talk to you about Frontierland. Now, I don't know a lot of history about the Old West. I learned a lot of it from movies. Who knows if that's accurate? But I've been told that this is pretty accurate by multiple people here at Disneyland and also like on the little tours. So in the Old West, what would happen when the settlers go into a little area? The first thing that usually would build would be like a fort. And the fort would have like logs. They cut down trees. They'd build like a fort. Then, after a while, as more people came into the area, started living in the fort, they would expand it and turn it into like a little boom town, and the town would start to expand. As the town expanded, they would do nicer and nicer buildings as a boom town, but the older part of the town would have logs, and the nicer part of the town would have better carpentry. That's what they've done here in Frontierland. Let me show you. All right, so this is the fort. See the logs right there. I'm gonna go behind this pole here for a second. See the logs right there, the fort. Then it transitions, you got a fort over there. Now this part here, see they have a little bit nicer construction because it's getting a little bit newer in the town. They're not quite they're doing a little bit nicer. They're cutting the logs into squares. Then over here, now the town is starting to evolve into a nicer area. You see that they actually have better carpentry work. And it moves down, let me move down so I show you more. And then the town, as it starts to move down, has nicer and nicer carpentry work. So you can see that this would be the newest, the Golden Horseshoe Saloon would be the newest building to this town. As you go back down this way, you're gonna see it goes into the logs. Yeah, who knew? It is raining so hard. Now I gotta go to Fantasyland, then to Toontown, and it's just like, oh no. Can you see the raindrops? Let's see if I, yeah, it is just coming down. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna book it to Fantasyland, but when I'm booking it to Fantasyland, I'm not gonna show you anything there. When I get to Fantasyland, I'll show you this secret that I'm gonna tell you, this amazing fact that you did not know. In fact, this is the first time that we ever revealed this fact on the channel. So I'm gonna book it to Fantasyland, and then at that point, once I get there, I'll start filming. So for you, it's gonna be instantaneous. So I'm gonna literally run through rain for you guys. Let's do it. Well, there's a Snow White's wishing well. Did you hear about that old man who fell down a well? Do you know why he fell down the well? Because he didn't see that well.
I don't think this is the time for that type of humor.
I literally walked out of my way to come here to tell that joke by the well. All right, here I am. I'm gonna show you a cool, interesting fact you didn't know about Snow White. Okay, let's do this. All right, so there's a Snow White attraction. You see the building it's attached to. There's a clock. You'll notice the clock has the zodiac signs right there. There's the zodiac signs in the blue ring. There's 12 signs. Now you might be wondering yourself, why is there a clock with zodiac signs here by Snow White? It's a great question. But if you watch the movie Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, at the very beginning she goes to the mirror and she asks the mirror, like, who's the fiercest of them all? Around the outside of the mirror, what do they have? The 12 zodiac signs. It's kind of dark. You have to kind of lighten up, but you can see they have them all the way to 12 around. So those 12 zodiac signs match those 12 zodiac signs right there. I'll show you a photo right here. Here, I've lightened it up so you can see it a little bit better. Sweet, huh? All right, that's from 1937, those have been there. I mean, did you know that? All right, let's go to Toontown, guys, Toontown. All right, let's walk into Mickey's Toontown and walk right on in. All right, so here I am at the very end of Toontown. In fact, it's starting to slow down raining, which is nice. Now, at the end of Toontown, they have, it's not open all the time, an amazing popcorn stand. So I want to show you something very unique about it. Because you know in Toontown, what don't they have? Straight lines. Everything's wavy and curvy. So take a look at this popcorn stand. This is an amazing little popcorn stand, but look at the tires. They are skewed and falling off the side because it's toony. Isn't that sweet? And I love the paintings on it. I love it. It's good. It smells amazing. We have a little popcorn down here. There you go. Popcorn. I love the tires though. Look at that. They are just messed up. And that's popcorn smelled amazing. All right, now we gotta go into Tomorrowland. Let's go do it. All right, before we get to Tomorrowland, to the final fact here, I need to find a little spot where I can talk to you guys. And I think I just found one. You guys, I just want to say this. I am talking to you, and particularly in this video, I know that there's some people out there, and my heart breaks for you. You've received some bad news, maybe about a family member with a medical diagnosis, or maybe you got somebody who's struggling with some health issues, and you're trying to figure out how to do this, and every day it's a struggle to have a loved one, somebody you love so much who's going through a difficult time. I wish there was a magic wand and I could just sprinkle it and just tell you it's gonna be fine. I just want you to know that you're loved and you are amazing and you've got this and you can do this. You're awesome. All right, guys, let's continue on this video. Absolutely beautiful, the Matterhorn. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, I'm gonna take you into Tomorrowland and show you something that there's only 273 of in the world, the entire world. There's only 273 of them, and one of them is located in Tomorrowland. All right, so we're gonna go here to the monorail. Monorail. Oh look, Autopia, one of the best attractions ever. I just want to say this. I had a very nice interaction as I was coming up here, and the gentleman was like, he's like, you treat your fans so nice. And that kind of took me back. I want to make a little correction on that. I don't think of you guys as fans. I really don't. I think of you as friends, family. That's why it's fun, like when we do these videos, it's kind of screw around. You guys tell bad jokes because you're family to me. So I think of it that way. That's why, like, when you see me in the park, you're welcome to come say hi to me. I love it. We're friends. There goes the monorail. And now I'm gonna come up here and show you something. As you come up here to the loading station, this is what you need to take a look at. This nondescript plaque that most people don't even look at or walk by. Let me read it to you. It's kind of hard to see. Historical Mechanical Engineering Landmark, Disneyland Monorail System, 1959. There is this amazing, the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. They give out these plaques to things that they feel like are marvels in engineering. Only 273 have been given out worldwide. And the monorail got one here. Can you believe it? So you guys can come here and you can see this. You can see this right here, this amazing plaque. It's an award, it's like a trophy, and they just have it on display. You could touch it, you could, put some crayon on it and do like a rubbing maybe, but there it is, it's an actual plaque. There's only 273 of these around the entire world, and it's for the monorail. Mechanical engineering phenomenon. All right, now be honest with me, how many of those did you really know? Be honest, it's fun. Put it down in the comments below, hit the like, subscribe, you guys know the drill by now. And you guys are awesome, I'll see you in our next video. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. One secret in Disneyland. Not just Disneyland, but whenever you land at Disneyland. I really like the zodiac signs on snow. Why? Did you know that one? Because that's been around since 1937. Not the clock, but the movie.